PathFit class orientations provide students with essential information about the course title, the physical education outcomes, the course description, the course outcomes, the course requirements, the grading system, the PE uniform and sports attire, the attendance policy, and the PathFit class policies. The orientation sets the foundation for the course, explaining the importance of physical education and providing a roadmap for students' engagement and success. The course title is PATFIT 1, Movement Competency Training. PATFIT is the acronym for Physical Activities Towards Health and Fitness, while Movement Competency Training, or MCT, describes the core focus of the course, which is to develop students' fundamental movement skills through various activities and exercises. The first of the physical education outcomes is active and healthy living. 1. Participate in moderate to vigorous physical activities in accordance with national and global recommendations on physical activities for health. 2. Adopt movement competencies to independent physical activity pursuits that are health-enhancing and personally rewarding. 3. Monitor progress and evaluate achievement or personal fitness and dietary goals. 4. Practice empathy, fair play, show respect for differing abilities such as diversity through interpersonal communication skills and emotional regulation during physical activity participation. To summarize, active and healthy living is promoted by teaching fundamental movement skills, improving physical fitness, developing knowledge about exercise principles, and encouraging the creation of personal fitness for independent lifelong physical activity. Students also practice desirable social traits such as fair play and cooperation and develop emotional skills like self-confidence and discipline, all contributing to their holistic well-being. The second physical education outcomes is the advocacy and action. 1. Devise, apply, and assess a range of strategies such as exercise program design, goal setting, periodic evaluation to improve one's physical activity performances and those of others. 2. Enhance and advocate for one's personal and others' fitness, safety, and wellness through physical activity participation and/or leadership. And the third one is to promote practical and creative interventions that will create community connections and contribute to the health and wellness. To sum this up, advocacy and action involves using what students learn about physical activity and fitness to improve their own well-being and that of their community. Actions include applying exercise strategies, setting fitness goals, and participating in physical activities, while while advocacy focuses on promoting a healthy and active lifestyle to others through leadership and sharing knowledge. The course description. The course reintroduces the fundamental movement patterns that consist of non-locomotor and locomotor skills, which are integrated with core training to meet the demands of functional fitness and physical activity performance. Emphasis will be on exercise regression and progression for the enhancement of fitness and adaptation of movement competencies to independent physical activity pursuits. In conjunction with fitness and wellness concepts, exercise and healthy eating principles, periodic activity as well as eating patterns to monitor one's progress and achievement of personal fitness and dietary goals. PodFit 1 Movement Competency Training is a physical education course that teaches fundamental movement patterns, core training, and healthy lifestyle habits to build functional fitness and prevent injury. Students learn to analyze and improve movement skills, create personalized fitness programs, understand physical fitness components, and apply principles of nutrition and exercise for lifelong well-being. The course outcomes. Upon completion of this course, the students can CO1, explain the basic movement patterns and core training necessary to satisfy the demands of physical activity, performance, and functional fitness. CO2, demonstrate competence in carrying out exercises from regression to progression to improve fitness and modify movement skills for pursuits of independent physical activity. And the third one is to track the establishment of nutritional and physical fitness goals using food logs, periodic activity, wellness and fitness concepts, and eating habits to improve individual fitness, healthy and active lifestyle, and be advocates for fitness in their respective communities. Here, POTFIT 1 or Movement Competency Training outcomes include demonstrating mastery of fundamental movement skills, developing physical fitness, creating and implementing personalized fitness programs, and understanding the link between physical activity, health, and wellness to promote lifelong healthy lifestyles. Students are expected to apply movement principles, monitor their progress, and integrate physical activity into their daily lives. The course requirements are as follows. 1. Physical activity readiness questionnaire or the PARQ. 2. Accomplished learning activities. 3. Written quizzes. 4. Performance tests. 5. PE attire, foot socks and rubber shoes or sneakers. 6. Physical activity and food logs. 7. Recorded videos. 8. Active participation in the class. And 9. Class attendance. 10. Culminating activity. POTFIT 1 or movement competency training also requires materials like paper, pen, and measuring tape. Students who are with comorbidities should also present medical certificates. The grading system is presented to POTFIT students to provide feedback on their learning progress, helping them understand what they have mastered and what areas need more support. It also serves as a standardized communication tool to accurately reflect a student's achievement of specific competencies. The assessment tool includes the following: quizzes with a weight percentage of 25, skills or outputs 45%, which comprise of project 20%, actual individual performance 25%, class participation 10%, examination 20%, and a total of 100%. It is also the same for the intergrade. So for the final grade evaluation, 50% comes from the midterm grade plus another 50% from the intern grade, and you get your final divided by 2 and you get the final grade. To pass the course, the student must have at least a final grade of 75. The student handbook provides information on sports attire, PE uniform, shorts, and athletic attire. It states that in number 3, students should wear appropriate sports attire or bring extra clothes while playing outdoor games. 5. Students having PE as their first period class will be allowed to enter in their PE uniform. However, wearing a PE uniform is not allowed in academic classes. And number 7, shorts and athletic attires can be worn only during sports activities. In short, the use of PE uniform or appropriate sports attire in POTFIT 1 is required for safety, allowing full range of motion and preventing injuries, and to promote personal hygiene by managing sweat and odors. It fosters discipline and confidence by preparing students for activity and ensures fairness by establishing a standard for all participants while also facilitating the monitoring of physical fitness levels during physical activities and tests. Attendance policy. Letter A, student attendance. Every student is expected to attend his or her class promptly and regularly. In all cases of absences, a student may only be readmitted to his or her classes upon presentation of a letter of excuse signed by the parent or the guardian. B, class attendance. No student shall earn credit in any given course unless they attend at least 80% of the prescribed number of class hours. And C, prescribed limit of absences. Students' absence from class is limited to only 20% of the total number of hours of a course in one semester. Students who incur the 10% limit will be given a notice of absences and referred to the guidance office. However, students who incur more than 20% absences are automatically dropped from the course and marked dropped. Students who incur 3 consecutive absences without valid reasons will be dropped. So let us all remember that the attendance is required in POTFIT 1 to fulfill its legal and educational objectives. So as a mandated subject, it aims to develop a well-rounded, healthy citizens, making it consistent presence in the class. The POTFIT class policies. The first one is to come to class on time and wear the prescribed PE uniform. 2. Follow your instructor's directions and observe all course policies. 3. Move carefully with awareness at all times. 4. Give your best efforts Follow the rules and accept the outcomes of the activity. 5. Maintain proper hygiene and cleanliness. 6. Use your personal belongings only. 7. Bring your own water tumbler and avoid sharing it with your classmates to reduce the spread of disease. 8. Submit all course requirements on time. 9. Participate in all PATFIT 1 activities. 10. Value the time you spend with your partner or with your groupmates and create memories together. 11. Minimize your noise during the class activities so as not to disrupt other classes. 12. Check your belongings before leaving the gym as we are not liable for the loss of your things. 13. Wearing of jewelry during your PATFIT 1 class is strictly prohibited. And 14. Wearing of lip tints, lipstick, nail polish, and nail extensions are not allowed in PATFIT 1 for your safety. To sum it up, class policies are explained to students to establish clear, consistent guidelines for behavior and learning, which creates a structured, predictable environment, fosters mutual respect, and promotes a positive atmosphere for effective learning. Explaining policies also ensures students understand expectations, feel secure, and are better able to focus on their education and develop maturity. Finally, thank you very much for listening, and I hope that you have learned something from this slide presentation and hoping that you will be able to apply this in your class. Have a good day.